Made it! Episode 2 to the 6th. Made it all the way to the big 6-4 without skipping a day. Now let me just check what game this episode is for. Oh boy. Well, when you're cataloging all of them, eventually you have to catalog the most popular. How popular was Super Mario Bros. In Japan? Well, it sold 6.8 million copies on the Famicom. By far the best-selling cartridge for the system. Almost double the number of copies sold as the next game. And that was without the benefit of being a pack-in. More so than Donkey Kong or Mario Brothers before it, Super Mario Bros. Changed everything. And as a game that plausibly can compete for the title of most important video game ever made, it's been discussed to death. And that makes it hard for me to find anything novel to say. Did you guys know about the secret Minus world? I guess the only thing I can really do in this video is talk about myself. I've beaten Super Mario Bros. Twice today. I did a full run without using the warp zones, and then I tried to beat my own record of completing the game in 6 minutes 55 seconds. Yeah, I know I'm 2 minutes behind the world record. I'm just doing this for fun. And that's what Super Mario Bros. Is. It's still fun. 35 years on, and it's still a fun game. I remember as a kid having that big world to explore, and I tried to find every hidden thing in every single place I could. I doubt there's a block in the game I didn't smash at some point, just to see if it had anything. Around my playground, jumping on the turtle's back in 3-1 to get as many lives as you wanted was called turtle topping. I was never any good at it, though. And now, how about a walkthrough of the game with 5 seconds or less on every stage? 1-1, the most famous level in the world. 1-2, still gearing up, but it's the only place where two Goombas stand beside each other. 1-3, I like the more creative aerial layout in this stage. 1-4, I kind of wish they didn't reuse so many level layouts. 2-1, one time I triggered a bug on this stage that turned the vine to green zeros. 2-2, I don't mind the swimming so much, but the suction from those holes is a real drag. 2-3, people seem to hate this stage, but just keep running. 2-4, oh hey, my first death! 3-1, the only place we see water outside of the swimming areas. 3-2, one of the few places you can get a 1-up by kicking a shell. I forgot to do it in my run. 3-3, the arboreal stages are cool and they really needed more of them in the game. 3-4, some of those firebar jumps are really tricky. 4-1, I used to kill all the Loquitos to try to stop the Spinies, but now I just run past them. 4-2. You knew there had to be a hidden coin brick somewhere in this mess, right? 4-3. Woo! Mushrooms! 4-4. Maze castles were not a fun idea. 5-1. Why isn't that a big castle I'm leaving? 5-2. Check out the hidden swimming area! 5-3. The random bullet bills being added to 1-3 don't really make it that much harder. 5-4. Watch out for the giant fire bar. 6-1. I remember there's something here, but I can't quite reach. 6-2. That's a lot of pipes. 6-3. The tight timing on the springs can make this level a bit trickier than it seems. 6-4. Charging through Bowser isn't recommended, but it works. 7-1. That is the worst spring. 7-2. This doesn't even feel that different from 2-2. 7-3. There goes my chance of fireballing Bowser at the end. 7-4. The worst maze castle given the breaks in the path. 8-1. Always ran out of time on this one as a kid, but now I know to keep running. 8-2. The easiest one-up to collect on a hard stage. 8-3. The hardest stage in the game unless you can deal with the Hammer Brothers. 8-4. So long, King Bowser! So I was playing a bit pokey, trying to collect as much as I could and show off everything I could. Had a few deaths, and it took me about 45 minutes to beat the game like that. Then I beat the game in 6 minutes and 50 seconds. And I would have been faster except I dropped an input in 8-4 and died. If I can do it, anybody can beat Mario in no time flat. There aren't any real differences between the Famicom and NES versions of Super Mario Bros. I found one significant difference in the manual that wasn't just a translation thing. On the Famicom, they're just called stars, while on the NES, they're called starmen. As for legacy, Super Mario Bros. Casts a longer shadow than anything else released on the Famicom. Just this game has 6 distinct re-releases, not counting things like Virtual Console emulation. Sticking to just the Famicom vintage stuff, Super Mario Bros. Was a launch title for the Famicom Disk System, had a promotional re-release with the characters replaced, had 1 sequel on the Famicom Disk System, and 2 sequels on the Famicom itself. The success of this game led to Mario being the world's most recognizable character. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to go see if I can beat that time again.